Hello, 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 and welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you for being here. I am here every single day of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just put your questions in the chat before I come on. We have got epic troll slayers who have kept us safe for years. Thank you. Thank you. And that has allowed us to build this fantastic community. You have been so kind to each other. You have been so kind to me. Thank you. And if you're watching on replay, you can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go, so you can pick and choose what you're interested in, or you can watch back on like 1.25, whatever speed you'd like. So, hello, everybody. Oh, boy. Does it look like my hair's on fire? It is. We're not going to talk about it too much today because Sarah wants to talk about it. Sarah's going to be on tomorrow. She couldn't make it today, so we're not having Sarah Wednesday. We're having Sarah Thursday. But she has thoughts. As she put it, I have opinions. So I don't want to steal too much of that thunder away from her. I just want to hang on. Oh goodness, what's his name? His first name's Darren. Last name just went straight out of my head. Anyway, oh, Carolyn, thank you. That's huge. Thank you. That really helps. Thank you. Beattie. Thank you, Deb. Beattie, as in beady little eyes. Yes. Beattie, B-E-A, actually B-E-A-T-T-I-E. Yep. Okay. Yeah. All right. I just wanted to triple check, make sure I'm not slandering this person. No, I'm not slandering. Okay. Here's the thing. I'll just, it's not a reading, but I will just, make mention of this so you can look it up yourself because I have something to suggest at 2 minutes 30 seconds in. Darren, B-E-A-T-T-I-E. Darren Beattie was just appointed to his job in the State Department by Marco Rubio. Beattie has spoken at white nationalist rallies. He says that there should be sterilization of people who aren't smart. And he said something about nothing a little snip wouldn't solve, and we could tempt them, bribe them, however he put it, with Air Jordans to do it. Flames. Okay, so anyway, yeah, eugenics. Ding. Yeah. We fought a war. We fought a war against this garbage. We fought a war. We won the war. And Marco Rubio, right? Okay, Marco Rubio. You think that the Jaguars would never eat my face? I'm for the party of Jaguars eating faces. I'm here, but I'm sure they wouldn't eat my not white Anglo-Saxon face. Anyway, so I have a song stuck in my head, so I just wanted to remind people of a song that maybe you didn't even run across it. back in the it was somewhere around 1990-ish, somewhere around there. There was a song by a group called Pop Will Eat Itself. And the song is in English, but the title and the chorus, the line in the chorus is in German. And I went back and I listened to it, and I don't recommend the video itself because it's a lot, not like meaningful. It's just meant to be visually jarring and very 90s. So anyway, I've put the name of the song, and I've put the link to the version that just has this song, it just shows the cover. It doesn't, you can search out the video if you want. But yeah, this song, there are two songs that come to mind. There's Depeche Mode's People Are People, and then there's Ich bin ein Ausländer, or however you pronounce it. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing it well. And let me just read to you just a couple of the lyrics to this song. Not going through the whole thing. I certainly don't mean any disrespect. I hope if this is anything, they might take this as me. Yes, as in I am a foreigner. Yeah. I am promoting this. Yeah. Some of the lyrics in this are, "It can't happen here." Oh yeah. And when they come to ethnically cleanse me, will you speak out? Will you defend me? Or laugh, trampled underfoot by the rise on the right? You call us what? I am an outlander. But if the answer isn't violence, neither is your silence. Anyway, so that's what's been going through my head today. Just wanted to throw that out there. Anyway, just throwing that out there. We'll talk about it more in detail tomorrow. Actually, I'm just going to pull 3 cards. We'll go into it more tomorrow with Sarah. We'll have more details. Oh, look, the Devil card. Knight of Pentacles. Oh, not even MAGA, just Republican. 3 of Cups. It's a celebration card, but it's on purpose that the 3 cups with the baby in the middle are shaped the way they are. So, reproductive, yeah. King of Cups. Yeah, we're not going to stand for this. So, I made sure to put together I've had this image, but I wanted to make sure I pulled it together. So I have it at a moment's notice in this administration. Yeah. Seek help. Seek help. You. Seek help. Yeah, we don't do that here. No. That is not acceptable. Anyway. Okay. Sorry, that kind of set my hair on fire. So anyway, okay. Breathe. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Well, you know what they say about I told you about this a while ago, but I did see on social media someone called Elon Musk a fascist, and someone replied, "Oh no, he's not a fascist. Their cars worked." Yeah. Okay. So moving on. At 10 minutes in. Hello. Okay, so On today's live hearings, Carol Langstaff, thank you for this. On today's live hearings, the Republicans are crying to defend Muskrat's actions by using scare tactics. Social Security will be bankrupt in 8 years. Government pensions and cash bank accounts in 10 years. Oh no. Also, it's not here, but Muskrat himself, the muck himself, has, based on absolutely nothing, is saying that Social Security, that half of the Social Security accounts are fraudulent. No, they're not, but he's saying they are. Yeah. I like that, Lewis. Not 99 Luftballon, 99 dumb balloons. Yes. Okay, so will Muskie or whatever else, will they succeed in getting their hands in the Social Security cookie jar? If there's corruption, prove it. Prove, not feel, not, well, that doesn't make sense to me. And he has some convoluted thing about Social Security numbers. Well, that isn't there. Therefore, all of these are fraudulent. And I was asking people in the room, how many of these accounts are fraudulent? And they were all saying like half of them. Oh, please. Who were you in the room with? And please let me be clear. Modern Germans, the majority of modern Germans are very much against all this fascist garbage too. I'm not coming down on the Germans. If I make any reference to Germany, it's nearly 100 years ago. Them, not now. Anyway, Page of Swords. Childish, pathetic, tiny brat. Yeah, and then there's this kid. Okay, 3 of Cups, 4 of Swords, yikes, Hanged Man, 3 of Wands, waiting for their ship to come in, 7 Pentacles. Well, we know that they are trying to, they're trying to fund continuing the Trump tax cuts, which they need $7 trillion to do it. People have been paying into this for a long time, and they've been waiting, but this Hanged Man, this feels like the court's getting involved in a big way, and they're having real arguments. They're starting to get bigly mad on the right that the courts are getting in their way. Oh, and Speaker Mikey, the heretic. He's not even just laying down on the job at this point. He's publicly coming out in support of everything Trump and Musk are doing, and says that he and Trump and Musk and others are saying the courts have no right to question what the president does. No, it's called separation of powers, you idiots. And it's how you avoid tyranny. That's their job. Yep, exactly. DLC, you mean the third branch of government doing its job? Yeah. Hi. Social Security. I am taking talk about MAGA regrets. And, oh, one moment. I have to Bless my dad. Sorry. He sneezed. I take there are videos out there, MAGA regrets, where people who voted for Trump talking about how much they regret it and how much damage it's done in their lives, and now they're unemployed, and now they're losing their family farms, and on and on. I'm taking it all with, like, okay, are there some people like that? Yes. Are they? Oh, thank you. Are they? I'm taking them. I'm taking this, but they say it's a growing movement. I'm taking it with the same veracity as Clinton and then Harris are going to win in landslides. It's like, well, so I don't know if it's enough to really turn the tide, but at least there's some. Oh, Tofu Kitty says, I work has a housekeeper for a German family here in the US. I asked them last week what they think about the AFD party. They told me they were great. I just got tingles on my, like, going to the back of my head. It's like, no. Sorry, thank you. Everyone's saying thank you for explaining. What happened? I can't see it. Yeah, I can't see the original thing. I'm sorry. But Definitely Kitty says, oh, I'm aware. They call me the maid. Jeez. Whew. Out in the cold. Chaos. Ace of Wands. That's a MAGA action. Here's the thing, though. We are all, everyone with half a bit of decency is disgusted by all of this. There is hope. There is hope. They are not, on the far right in this country, they are not as strong as they think, as they're pretending to be. They're just not. They are refusing decency. They are, but there's still hope. We are afraid that something will happen to Social Security and more people will be homeless and all of this. But what I'm getting is their position is not as strong as they think it is. Yes, Night Moon Glow. It is about Social Security. Yeah, Tulsi was confirmed. Okay. All right, what I've got, I'm just double checking because this is very, very important about Social Security. What I'm getting is the card for the reading. We know all the garbage Musk was saying, and okay, thank you, Jean. We know that I mean, just even listening to what Musk said, there could be chaos. There are a bunch of MAGA people fighting against this, but 10 of Cups. This is happy Democratic families. MAGA can pull together, but I wouldn't put it past the Republicans, not MAGA, but the because it is two groups. There's MAGA, who, as far as I'm concerned, have no redeeming qualities. Republicans are complicit. It doesn't mean I'm letting them off the hook. I'm just saying it's two different. To me, it comes up as two different groups. This is the group of MAGA. This is not all the Republicans, because there are a lot of Republicans that you start messing with Social Security, they're going to have to quit their jobs, because there will not only be their phones ringing off the hook, they might go home to pitchforks. So, hello, Salty Chip, for what it's worth. Now, but what they're doing is already doing a lot of damage. I've been working on some graphics for some merch I'm going to come out with here shortly. And one of them I'm trying to build is graphics. Maybe you could help me out. I can put up on the community. I can put up on the community board. I have a handful of possible things I want to put on mugs, what have you. These World War II style posters with vegetables and gardening and what have you. And these are specifically about gardening. And I'll put them on the community page after this. But I was thinking about having on there with these World War II style, not victory garden, but that kind of thing. Gardening against fascism could, like I said, these are a bunch. I'm trying to decide which ones to go with, maybe pick 2 or 3. Gardening against fascism, plant seeds, uproot tyranny, let us defeat fascism, weeding out fascism, radishes, not regimes. If they hoard wealth, we'll grow our own. Tend the land, starve the tyrants. Fascists fear a fed people. And yeah, so anyway, I'll put a poll up after this. So yeah. Thank you. All right. And yesterday I was working on some graphics about the separation of powers, and Democrats for the Constitution, and as much as possible, making sure that the images are multicultural. Yeah. Grace, I like that. We don't dig fascists. I like that. That was good. That was good. All right. Okay, now this is the dumbest thing you might hear today. I mean, there's all that awful we talked about, but boy, this is a whole level of stupid. GOP Representative Earl Carter introduced legislation to authorize the felon to acquire Greenland and rename it Red, White, and Blueland. I am not kidding you. I am not making that up. That is not a joke. That is not The Onion. That is not something from social media that somebody made up somewhere. GOP Representative Earl Carter introduced legislation to authorize Donald J. for Genius Trump to acquire Greenland and rename it Red, White, and Blueland. And may I remind everybody that leaders in Denmark have literally come out in front of cameras into a microphone at a podium and told Donald Trump to blank off. Marby says, yes, it's true. I saw it. Hello, Marby. Hope you're doing well. So, isolation. This is really dumb. This is really dumb. See, Trump thinks with this victory that he can just do whatever he wants. He'll just ride roughshod over anybody. Just do anything. King of Pentacles. Republicans will do what he wants. Knight of Wands. He's got people who will just do what it go forth and do the stupid. And if you're feeling all beaten up and what have you, well, tough, just never admit defeat. Just keep doing whatever you want. Trump gets whatever he wants. No. Nope. No. It ends with a big, this is not happening, so get stuffed. That's what I'm getting right there. Big old DEATH card. Let me get some clarification on that last card. Red, white, and blue land. Ace of Pentacles. Oh, he just wants to take it. He doesn't, I mean, I don't even know that he wants to buy it, other than trying to get his oligarchs to pony up enough money. But Denmark's saying no. Four of Swords. This is going nowhere. This is legislation that is dead in the water. Eight of Cups. He will have to leave this topic unfinished because it is corrupt and awful. Death card, Devil card, Major Arcana. This does not end well. I question what the cards are saying sometimes, because reading on the collective energy, but I don't see it ending well. There is another graphic I'm working on, which is about something that is happening this summer astrologically, where Jupiter is going over the descendant, the U.S. descendant. Basically, there can be a whole lot of overreach on what would otherwise be diplomatic issues. A little overconfidence that will not end well for the overconfident one. But anyway, okay. Laura R says, I'd gladly learn the Danish language. Okay, I've got to share something funny with you, because I need to get out of this energy for a minute. So let's say at 30 minutes in, I want to recommend. I won't play it. I won't play the whole thing with sound, but I'd like to recommend it was actually a TikTok. It might be on YouTube. I know some people won't download TikTok. That's totally fine. So, here we go. All right. And let me turn this, make sure I've turned this down for what it's worth. Okay. So, there's Laura High, H-I-G-H, has a new short on, and she's talking about things heating up between Canada and the U.S., and was saying that if you look, if Canada was to try to go after D.C. to shut things down, she looked it up. That is the map, the most likely, like this is what Google Maps suggests for how to get from Toronto down to like Baltimore, Maryland on your way to DC, right? So she's showing this map, and she would like to recommend, hang on. No, Pennsylvania's gone pretty red. So what you want to do, Canada, you need to take the I-95. So she recommends this. So Canada should take the I-95 over, get some snacks here, and then go south to New York. And then she's giving directions to Canada. She is an American. Just, yeah, did you want to go down here? You would, okay, yeah. When you get to, yeah, here you want to get your snacks, and then Laura High, LauraHigh. She's very funny. Yeah. So I just wanted to share that with you. There was also Miss Rose, who was talking about if Canada and the US go to war, please win. please win. Welcome. Come on in. How can I help? What can I do? So, yeah. All right, that made me feel better. But I love the directions. No, you don't want to go down there. You want to take the I-95. I love that. Okay. Oh, Claude, thank you. Hang on. Claude says, I saw someone commented on X. What's next? Buying Mexico and calling it Margarita. This is why I'm here every day. Thank you. This is how I can handle the news. Hello, Patricia. Yeah. Oh, man. Spiritual acts. Also, no traffic. Yeah, okay. I had to share that. All right. So, getting directions. All right. So, next at 32:30, Cosmic Goat Lady had a question. An article on MSN mentioned the executive branch ignoring federal judges. Mm-hmm. Yeah. When they, do you remember way back in the dim and distant past when Trump tried to just cut all funding, period, and the court stepped in and said no, and paused all of that? Well, apparently the people who brought the suit have had to go back to the judge because they continued to stop some of that funding. Because of course they did. And the judge is, let's say, not pleased. Of course, what exactly can the courts do if the DOJ is in the executive's pocket? Oopsies. It's why the DOJ is supposed to be independent. But alas, our founding fathers made a few mistakes. Please say there will be consequences soon. So I've got a link in there. Team Trump threatens to ignore court orders. So, I mean, they already are, but I was specifically trying to let's see. There's no major arcana here. It's just doing whatever they want. King of Swords, Queen of Swords, Judges, Queen of Pentacles, the Republicans, Five of Wands, MAGA stirring things up, Four of Wands, Mar-a-Lago, Trump's base of power, Queen of Wands, MAGA people, just like early Loki. I do what I want. so are they going to, somebody going to actually hold them accountable for ignoring the courts? Anybody? Bueller? Bueller? Seven of Swords. Well, there's a thief card. Criminal. There's the criminal card. Three of Cups. Ace of Wands. We were very pleased that Trump was going to be held accountable, and then our fellow citizens decided to put him in office. Back in office. King of Swords. There's your judge. Nine of Cups. It's all there. They're doing wrong. And everything all these people need. And just not doing it. Can you say constitutional crisis? Let me do an overloaded Celtic on the idea of a constitutional crisis, because 36, 45. Burns says, in the eyes of the world, the USA has dropped significantly in stature, somewhere below Angola and possibly Ebola. That was a joke. Constitutional crisis in the United States, as the executive says, nah, to the judicial branch. And if you think, oh, that wouldn't happen. Oh, Trump and Musk and Speaker of the House, Mikey Johnson, are all saying that Trump doesn't have to listen to the courts. What is that? What was that direct quote? Mikey's direct quote. Hang on. I want to make sure I get the exact quote from. Oh, it just refreshed. Sorry. Hold on. This is important. Talk amongst yourselves. All right, Speaker Mikey, where are you? Looking for his picture. All right, it's not on their homepage anymore. Okay. Pulling things out of thin air. Legal expert calls Mike Johnson's new Trump comments are pulling things out of thin air. The Louisiana Republican expressed agreement with Sheedy Vance, his position that, quote, judges aren't allowed to control the executive branch's legitimate power, unquote, which Johnson justified by claiming that former President Joe Biden had, quote, literally trampled over the rule of law, unquote. Former U.S. Attorney Michael Moore told CNN the comparison was invalid. Yeah. It doesn't have the right. The courts don't have the right to question constitutional crisis in the U.S. Is that where we're going? Beautiful snow out today in Chicago. It's lovely outside. Constitutional crisis in the U.S. Yeah, this is where we are. Six of Pentacles. Oh, just going in, looking for the goodies. Oh, well, we'll get rid of that, and I'll take that, and we'll just get rid of this part of government, and we'll just do whatever we want with that. In the past, let me turn these over. In the past, we've got the Seven of Swords, the Thief card. Thief card. That's the past. Yeah. You mean the man with 34 felony convictions? An adjudicated R word? Had to pay $25 million for fraud? Yeah. Center of the reading. That's not only the felon himself, but that's anyone who follows him. Hanging above this is our country, and this is a very traditional way things used to be done. Reagan wouldn't have done this stuff. I'm serious. Even Nixon wouldn't have gone this far. It's true. It's the truth. At the base of this, Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. So this is supposed to be, these are the other two branches of government. There's the law, there's judicial, there's legislative. And they're at the base of this. They're supposed to be stepping up. Home environment, temperance. I have to wonder if, because we know that Trump and his ilk only talk to people who blow smoke up his girdle. But I wonder if the Supreme Court would actually say, because I do have some temperance here, and I'm not sure how you could get it other than the judicial stepping in. But I have temperance in the home environment. Hopes and fears. Well, we need to give people access to the funding that they need. That's what their government's supposed to be doing right now, according to a lawful judge. What other people see, the felon and his ilk are burdened under their mountain of garbage. The challenge, Trump's never been held accountable. Even with 34 felony convictions, just near future, Two of Pentacles. It's shaky ground for Republicans, but I do have the King of Cups here, and that's all the Democrats holding together. It helps. It may not save everything, but it definitely helps that the Democrats are holding together. Final outcome on the potential of the U.S. having a constitutional crisis where the executive tells the judicial branch to get stuffed. Six of Wands, far-right victory. Page of Pentacles, half-witted arguments by Republican operatives. High Priestess. First of all, he will do things in secret, but this is also a card of using your higher wisdom and hidden things. So higher wisdom, get some clarification on that. So, tea, anyone? La 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 la. Oh, a friend says Trump has no wisdom. Oh, when I say using higher wisdom, I was not talking about him. Oh, au contraire. Did Tulsi get any Democratic votes? Just curious. Constitutional crisis. Oh, look, it starts with the high. It's like where in our last episode we left off with the High Priestess card, and that's at the beginning here. Of course, we know Trump and his ilk are feeling very, very sitting pretty, just feeling very like we do what we want. Right, but their arguments are awful, stupid. It's just having to go to court. 5 of Pentacles, out in the cold. 3 of Wands, waiting for their ship to come in. There reaches a point where I think enough. There don't have to be that many Republicans who are willing to peel off if things go far enough. And then on the far right, they're just waiting for their ship to come in, because we'll have to move further down the road, the metaphorical road. Or would that be move farther down the metaphorical road? If it's metaphorical, I think it's still farther. Anyway, but who's going to hold these people accountable? Debsy says no Democrats voted for Tulsi. Mitch voted no. Thank you, Deb, for looking that up. And Mitch voted no. History, please do not be kind to that man. All right. Related at 47 minutes. Appeals court won't halt judge's order requiring the Trump administration to unfreeze all federal cash. So a judge told Trump and his ilk to unfreeze all the federal cash. They didn't do that to all of it. And so the judge said, you're in trouble, or do it. So they appealed. The appeals court won't halt the judge's order. So the appeals court said no. A federal appeals court has refused to immediately halt a judge's order requiring the Trump administration to release billions of dollars in federal grants and loans. Now, they're saying, wait, and we need more information and all of this, but they have stood up, and at least a little bit. Maybe they didn't fully stand up. Maybe they just rose just a little to say, They didn't stand up to say no, but they did stand up a little. Nah, right now. Even Anderson Cooper's mad. Did you hear about what happened there? And he's apologized for it, but I laughed. I just don't use that language on this channel, or I'd show you. But if you search for Anderson Cooper, it'll come up. So he got a little miffed with one of the Republican operatives. So, 4 of Swords. This is about the freezing of the funds, and the appeals court saying they won't overturn what this judge decided. Knight of Cups. This is the people fighting to keep those funds that were put in place by Congress, keep that flowing, and damage it's going to do with it not flowing. 9 of Wands. Multiple places where the felon and his ilk are being thwarted. 10 of Cups. 5 of Wands. So 10 of Cups, this would be happier Democratic families, but on the right, they just keep trying to stir things up. We really need to pace ourselves. I know some of this is really, really upsetting. And, there are moments, I think, to step up and say, we're not, no. Mm-mm. But they're not going to suddenly, on the right, Trump and his ilk, they're not going to suddenly grow as people. They're not going to reach a point where they're like, oh, well, all right. They're just going to keep trying to be awful. So we need to get in their way from being awful. The judicial needs to get in the way of them hurting Americans. But I know there are a lot of people who keep thinking, just in a few months, something will happen and there won't be this stress. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but that's why we need to work on our self-care. I was walking this morning, getting more exercise, start watching what I'm eating, meditating before I come on here on the Stay Calm channel. Sabine says, I send daily healing light and love to the government in the hope to catch someone. Yeah, I mean, one of the things I do all the time is I'm trying to raise the vibration of a place. Washington, D.C. I will pray for Trump. Absolutely. Felon? Absolutely. I pray that with divine energy, just flood him with divine energy, highest vibration energy, absolute loving energy, because he can take advantage of it, or it just short circuits the works, because if he chooses to be at that awful, awful level of energy, they can't take advantage of any of that. So ultimately, it's up to them. Same way, if anything, I'd picture putting like a mirrored ball around someone with the mirror on the inside, just so that whatever energy they give off, whatever they do, it bounces back on them more quickly. If they're nice things should happen to them quickly. If they're awful things would happen to them quickly. That's all. That's what I do. Although somebody someone who knows the Bible well did suggest that absolutely you can use the Bible to pray for the current president. Psalm, is it 108, 106? I have to look it up. I think it's 106. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Sherry W. is pointing out there's a federal judge in Rhode Island who has ordered them twice to free up the frozen money. They have defied his orders. He is angry at this point. He's looking to hold them in criminal contempt. That's good. Who's going to do something about it, though? But anyway. Oh no, spiritual hacks. You'd have to look up Grace said 108. Thank you. Psalms 108. That sounds about right. I'm not good at remembering numbers. I'm great at reading, but numbers, when I try to remember them, I'll remember them switched, or the shape is like, oh, it's not that, it's that. So it was something like 106, 108. It was I think it was an even number, but it could have been 109. I think it was 108. Sounds good. You have to look it up. All right, what else have we got here? Oh, all right. Whatever questions I don't do today are rolling over, and Sarah will be here tomorrow to she has opinions on some of this stuff, and I like opinionated Southern Sarah. But anyway, Tofu Kitty was asking, what do we think about Anonymous coming out with this video the other day? I have very strong opinions on this. Very strong. So I will just state my bias on this, which is you've done nothing. You've done nothing. All this time you could have done something about, if you're so big and powerful and you're such a fighter for freedom. Could they go after me? Easily. I'm an easy target. But oh yeah, big bad Anonymous. Oh, big scary Anonymous. Really? And what have you done to stop the rise of fascism in this country? What have you done? Nothing. Nothing. David Garcia is asking, whose side are they on? Yeah, pretty much. Anonymous. Be afraid. We're anonymous. Woo! Really? Oh, Bonnie, absolutely. Really? All these years. All these years. Six of Pentacles. All those goodies. All those supposed things you could be doing. If you're so big and powerful and you're such a fighter for freedom. Two of Swords. Legal decisions. Knight of Swords. Well, these are air signs. This could be technology. Making decisions. Being the bad boy here. Using technology. Ace of Pentacles. They'll do it for money. King of Pentacles. It feels like, oh yeah, they'll do a lot for money. The Star. And then pretend that they're all patriotic and yeah, fighting for freedom. Right. But did I miss the part where you big strong hackers got hold of Donald Trump's tax returns back in the day? Released some of the information that the felon ended up getting all those felony convictions for nothing. So yeah, the Epstein stuff, yes, exactly, Lois. Yeah, nothing. Meh. Five of Cups. Yeah, let's just say we're disappointed. Eight of Pentacles, working, strength, Seven of Swords. We are strong. This is regular, like doing the work, standing strong, fighting the thieves. This is us. Yeah. Anonymous can go whistle. Like I said, could they attack me? Heck yeah, if they chose to. I'm just a person. Just out there on these plain old American streets. But I'm not a threat to democracy. I hope on the contrary. Okay, that'll do it. Oh, watch now. Wild Rose Tarot Consulting. Oh, I can send you. I can. Is it called rating? Is that when you send somebody? You send people to a another channel or another live stream that's just starting. Hang on. Let me get to Wild Rose here. Sienna. Wild Rose. Tarot Consulting. What happened to the poll? Oh, I'm putting it up after this. Here we go. Here's 3 people watching. So if you can, please go over. I won't forget the poll, but do please go over to Wild Rose Tarot Consulting and show Sienna, our Canadian beautiful friend. Show her some love. I got a Reiki healing from her, and I paid her for a healing and a reading. She's great, and she is one of the sweetest human beings I've ever met in my entire life. So do click on that link and head over to see Sienna. All right, thank you. I'll be back here tomorrow. I'll be at Creative Sprints this afternoon. You're not alone. We're in this together. There are good days ahead. All right, and I will put that poll up on the community page. So thank you.